Motivation is the problem because you only feel it after you start, not before. So if you're waiting to feel ready, you'll wait forever. The people you think are disciplined, they're not. They just don't negotiate with themselves. They start tired. They start messy. They start anyway. And then motivation shows up later, pretending it was there all along. You don't need motivation. You need to begin. That sounds good. It's clean. It's shareable. It's also incomplete. Because if it were that simple, you would have already started. So let's actually break this down. You think the problem is motivation. It's not. The real problem is friction. Every time you think about starting something, your brain runs a calculation. How hard is this going to be? How long will it take? What if I fail? What if I look stupid? And if the cost feels too high, you hesitate. Not because you're lazy, because your brain is trying to protect you. That feeling you call lack of motivation, it's just resistance. You look at disciplined people and think, they're just different. They're not. They feel the same resistance you do. They just don't treat it like a decision. Most people negotiate with themselves. I'll start later. I'll do it when I feel better. Tomorrow, I'll be more focused. Disciplined people don't do that. They remove the negotiation entirely. Because negotiation is where you lose. Every time. Let's make this real. Gym. No one feels motivated before a workout. They feel tired, busy, uncomfortable. They go anyway. Work or business. You don't feel motivated to start something new. You feel uncertain. You don't know if it'll work, so you stall. Creative work. Writing, coding, building. You don't feel inspired. You feel stuck, so you wait. And that waiting, that's the trap. Motivation is not the cause of action. It's the result of it. Read that again. You don't act because you're motivated. You feel motivated because you acted. Once you begin, your brain updates. This isn't as bad as I thought. And suddenly, energy shows up. Focus shows up, momentum shows up, and motivation, now it's there. Most content stops at the idea. This is where you separate yourself. How to start even when you don't want to. 1. Remove the scale. Don't think, I'm going to work out for an hour. Think, I'm putting on my shoes. That's it. 2. Set a non-negotiable minimum. Not a goal, a floor. 5 minutes, 1 set, 10 lines of code, 1 paragraph. Something so small you can't justify skipping it. 3. No negotiation rule. This is the big one. You don't ask, do I feel like it? You say, this is what I do. Identity replaces emotion. The people you think are disciplined aren't relying on willpower. They've decided who they are. I'm someone who trains. I'm someone who builds. I'm someone who shows up. And once that decision is made, action becomes automatic. Not easy, but automatic. So yeah, motivation is the problem. Because you're waiting for something that only shows up after you start. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need the perfect plan. You don't need more time. You need to begin. Tired, messy, uncertain, and let everything else catch up. Because if you don't, you'll wait forever.